Hello everyone, my name is Emily and I work here at the National Archives, this huge building here in Kew in southwest London. In this episode of Time Travel TV, we'll be finding out about a person who lived 100 years ago in the 1920s. This is part of special celebrations at the National Archives, which connect people in the 1920s to people in the 2020s. That's us. But in order to do that, we need to travel back in time even further than that, to the 1910s. Your mystery document today is this snippet. You have 30 seconds to look at it. What can you see? Can you get any clues to what type of document it is? And when do you think it was made? Okay, your time starts now. Time's up. What did you spot? Here's a few things that I saw. Did you get any of the same? I think the document looks quite wide because it takes up most of the screen that we can see. There is neat handwriting in pen ink across the width of it. And I can see some types or computer lines with some numbers on there too. There is a little bit of green writing. And the colour of the paper is browny yellowy. I wonder if that means it's quite old. And are these creases in the paper here? Looks like it could have been folded. This is a bit difficult to read, but just here it says Sophia A. Julep Singh. And it says that she's the head of something. I wonder what that means. Further along here, it says India, and I wonder what that's in relation to. Well done on that first quick look. I'm going to show you another document now, and in fact, it's where this snippet has come from. Spend some time looking at this document as much as you'd like. What else can you see? Can you get any more clues as to what you think this document is? Pause the video now and press play when you're ready to move on. Hi again. Here's a few things that I was looking at. So at the top, it says Census of England and Wales, 1911. Have you heard of a census before? A census is a head count of everybody in the country on a particular night. They're taken every 10 years and they tell the government really important information about people's lives. So this is an example of a census taken way back in 1911. Can you work out how many years ago that was? This specific document is called a census schedule. That means it's a form. So we were right then about the lines and the rows because this is a big form. And there is a mixture of typed and handwritten information, just as we would expect to see if someone had been filling it out. We can see that this is a schedule for someone called Sophia A. Julep Singh. But who is she? There aren't really many clues on the schedule itself. But can you see in the birthplace column, it says India. She also says that her age is about 33. I wonder why she hasn't said her exact age. And under the column marked profession or occupation, that means your job, Sophia has written private means. Does that mean she doesn't have an employer then? And at the bottom, there's some more handwritten information, but it looks like in a different hand. It says best information obtainable, obtained by someone called the registrar. That's the person who was checking the form over. I wonder what that means. So Should we find out who Sophia is then? Look at this picture of Sophia from 1913. Sophia was a suffragette, which meant that she campaigned for women to have the right to vote. The suffragettes used violent tactics to try and persuade the government to change the law. So, for example, they burnt down letterboxes and property. Sophia was the daughter of the last Maharaja of the Lahore in India, so she was a royal princess. And when her father died, Queen Victoria gave her a house in the grounds of Hampton Court Palace. And this is a picture of it here on your screen. Can you read the caption at the bottom of the picture of Sophia? She is pictured selling copies of the suffragette newspaper outside of the palace. One of the ways that the suffragettes protested was by sabotaging the census. For example, not filling it in properly. Have you seen any evidence to show that Sophia was protesting on her schedule? Do you think she has filled it out with as much information as possible? Press pause now to think and chat. In January 2022, the National Archives released the 1921 census of England and Wales, 100 years after it was taken. Everybody in the country on census night had to be recorded, and that included Sophia. I'm going to show you an image of her 1921 census schedule in a minute. And I want you to compare some of the things you've noticed from 1911 to this one. Some things you could think about are, has the schedule changed? And if so, how? How has Sophia's household changed? Has Sophia entered more or less information? And a challenge question. In 1911, Sophia said she was about 33. And in 1921, she is 40. Does that look right to you? What might have happened here? Here is the picture of her census schedule. Have a good look, press pause and have a think and a chat, and press play when you're ready to move on. Hello again. Well done for working really hard on these documents. I want to show you one more special detail before we finish. Take a look at this. It's taken from the 1911 census, and it is a handwritten comment from Sophia herself. You can see that she signed it. It says, "No vote, no census. As women do not count, they refuse to be counted, and I have a conscientious objection to filling out this form." What an amazing comment to find in the census. If you do some research, you'll find that lots of suffragettes protested on the 1911 census in this way. I hope you've enjoyed in learning about Sophia Julep Singh. On the webpage, there are more activities to help you explore the world of the 1920s. See you soon. Goodbye.